an autistic savant, and metaphysics is my special interest, along with human behavior, as is the case with a lot of autistic feminine people, because we like want to figure out what's wrong with us. So I've been studying humans, their behavior, the body, mind, and soul on like a very deep and nerdy level, just for funsies, for like 2 decades, and I've distilled the wisdom that I have gathered from this constant seeking into a cohesive series of videos that I'm going to make for you to share the steps that I have taken to take myself from frickin' train wreck, like, my goodness, it was a mess, to like balanced and happy human. So this being part 1, we're going to start at the very beginning. And the first thing that I did to be able to activate my magical capacity as a human being, which we all have access to, okay? Enlightenment isn't even that special. Like, it's literally just returning to the truth that you are both a material being and a spiritual being. Like, you have the capacity to operate both the material world and the spiritual, okay? So like, my first step into being able to unlock this natural ability that we all possess was to get sober. And I know a bunch of you are groaning with that, because like, frick, man, existing without substances sure is a drag. Like, I was in a bad way, okay? So I was undiagnosed neurodivergent until like after I'd already got sober. So like, looking back at it, I can see that I used uppers and downers in all sorts of combinations to mitigate the constant over and under stimulation that I experienced as an undiagnosed autistic and ADHD afflicted neurodivergent type of person. So my history with addiction started in my late teens and continued basically for decades, with a brief interlude during my pregnancy when I was 26. But I oscillated between like all sorts of uppers, downers, alcohol, hard drugs, weed, food, everything that you can think of to distract myself from the pain that was existing in the world. The core theme to everything that I'm going to say in these videos also is like developing a connection to source, right? So like, learning to train your attention to go within helps to reinforce the new habits that we're going to introduce in this series. But in order to be able to look within, I had to knock it off with the alcohol and that I was doing on the regular. Since I've had relationships with all sorts of different substances, I don't have like a hard line yes or no on literally everything as far as my sobriety goes. So like, I still have had a continued relationship with cannabis or, you know, psychedelic mushrooms at times. But the key is to be able to use these things with discernment as tools. And unfortunately, alcohol never fits into that equation. Alcohol was introduced into the collective intentionally to poison us and to detach our souls from our bodies so that we can be possessed. That is the function that it serves in the collective, and that is why it feels so good when we have, like, everybody's overloaded and overstimulated and stressed out and like constantly reverberating at this level of like, a tiger's gonna get me, because that's how your body responds to mental stress and like the constant rumination of stress that is layered on us in our society. So like, back before I was aware of this, alcohol was my best friend because it calmed my nervous system down, right? It numbs the nervous system, but it also suppresses your nervous system, so that if you're drinking more than every 3 days, you're never recovering fully to your full baseline of nervous system functionality. So step 1 in this Enlightenment series is to kick alcohol to the curb. I'm sorry, you know, you may be able to find use for it here and there, and I'm not saying that you can't have a casual drink here and there, but I am saying that if you want to reach God, the divinity that's within you, and have like a regulated nervous system, drinking more than once in a blue moon is definitely going to be a barrier for you. So I'm doing my best to keep these videos bite-sized, as this is going to be a lengthy series. So comment and let me know how this one lands for you. And also, just an FYI, I've just opened up a brand new offering called the Codebreaker Lite. It is a laser-focused mini mentorship container, 1 session, 1 week of voice note support. Details are in the link in my bio, or just send me a DM and we can chat and see if it's a good fit for you. But otherwise, stay tuned, as I'm going to be given all of this information out over the next couple weeks. Let me know in the comments if there's anything in particular that you're wanting to know, but otherwise I'm just going to kind of lay it out in the order that it has been given to me.